Well, hello there. This is Virtual Chess Noob, learning and having fun with chess. I've got a really interesting game to show you today, a Vienna, where my opponent with the black pieces attempted to play a reverse King's Gambit, f5 on move 2. Well, let's go take a look. So, the Vienna game, e4, e5, knight c3 of course, and this reverse King's Gambit, the immediate f5. You can see it's a blunder, it's a bad move, and basically black has substantially weakened these light squares around the king, which is really, really bad news for them. So the best move for me is to straight up take. But in this game, which was a Lichess game of 10 minutes plus 5 rapid, I got a bit skittish, and so I couldn't remember whether there was a problem with that, so I decided to play d4 instead. So I should have just taken. They now attempt to pin with the bishop to b4. That's not scary at all. So I decided, yep, let's take now. I sort of calculated and thought about that a little bit longer. They push d5, seems to make sense, but it's a mistake. I capture now the other way. You can see Stockfish says, no more waiting. Just bring queen to h5 with check, and pretty much they can't really block, because if the block here takes, what are they going to do? That's pinned to the rook. So they push forward, that's fine. I decide to give a check with bishop to b5, expected to bring that out, that's what they did. And now queen to h5, also with check. They move the king, bishop back to c4, now sort of a scholar's mate idea, down onto f7. They're gonna have to do something to defend the f7 square. The best way for them to do that actually is to bring the queen to e8 and also potentially offering a trade of queens. They make a mistake. They decide to play knight to h6. That's a blunder. Yes, that defends that square, but it's very temporary because I can just whack that knight with my dark square bishop. In fact, I don't even need to do that. I could just push f6, and that, of course, is super powerful. Now, in this game, I decide to just play conservatively. Didn't really calculate that hard. Let's just whack that knight. And here, they have to now defend with the queen, but now f6, attacking the queen, but also forking the pawn on g7, which is, of course, at the moment, pinned to the king. So they decide to trade here. Trades. That just delays a move. There's no problem for me. They move the queen out of the way, but bang, pawn captures the g7 pawn, fork the king and rook, and consider that pawn. It started on e2 to this square, captures, move forwards, and now here about to promote on the corner of h8. King, of course, has to move out of the way. Queen to f7 with check. That pushes the king back onto the back rank because there's nowhere it can go. And now pawn marches forward to h8, promotion to queen with mate. Promotion, checkmate, good game, GG. Now, I could have been a scumbag and promoted that to rook, would have still been a win, but double queen, all right. The big takeaway from this game is to take care moving your f-pawn in the opening. It is often very dangerous outside of defined opening theory, and in the beginner intermediate level, it is typically losing. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.